Which Ghostface in the original Scream went after Tatum Riley? Well, let's talk a little bit about it.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
I want to be a fighter, like you.
Oh, let it burn! Let it burn!
Did you miss me?
You have to shoot them in the head. They always come back.
The boat can leave now. Tell the crew.
Well, sometimes that is better.
Good luck.
Hey everybody, I'm KillJoy Jake. Does anyone else find it funny that Billy says it's more interesting if I don't have a motive and then immediately proceeds to tell Sydney what his motive is? It has been heavily debated online for years now on who killed who in the original Scream. Today, however, I want to focus on one of the more iconic deaths in the entire series. One that's currently getting a lot of chatter online. Nearing the third act of the original film, Tatum is sent to the garage to get more beer for her boyfriend Stu. When she tries to go back to the party, a Ghostface blocks her path. After a slippery battle of broken beer bottles and slapstick comedy that would make Charlie Chaplin proud, Ghostface ends up on top, breaking Tatum's neck with the garage door with the world's goofiest sound effect. It makes me laugh every single time. I love it. The question of who killed Tatum Riley in this scene was once again brought up recently to the actors in question. During a recent Midsummer Scream panel, Skeet, Ulrich, and Matthew Lillard, who of course play the two killers in the original Scream, were asked their take on the Tatum debate. Ulrich stated, "To be honest, not even Kevin Williamson, the screenwriter of the original Scream, knows who killed Tatum, and he wrote the damn thing. And we never discussed it. So it's really a fan theory, which I think is great, but I don't know, no one knows." Matthew Lillard, however, thinks his character took her out and even offered up a reason why. He stated, "I always say it's because she said no to going to prom." So who was really behind the mask? Billy, Stu, or Roman? No, I'm kidding. I know people have theories about Roman being around during the events of the first movie, but since that character wasn't created until a few years later, I just don't think we can include that inchoate information in today's speculation. I also don't think Roman was really a thought on Kevin Williamson's brain while he was writing this original screenplay. Kevin didn't even write the film that character was introduced into, which was of course Scream 3, written by Aaron Kruger. Now talking about Stu for a second here, he absolutely has a motive, because this is of course his girlfriend that he's been misogynistic to the entire time we have been watching this movie.
They didn't ask me if I like that.
It's because there's no way a girl could have killed him.
Tatum is also degrading Stu throughout the film every time he does something stupid.
That is so sexist. The killer could easily be female. Basic instinct.
Stupidity leak.
Easy.
All of that on top of saying no to the prom is probably what emasculated little Stu. The problem with it being Mr. Mocker underneath the mask during this scene, however, is that when all of this is going on, Stu is hosting a party in the other room. You'll remember that it even takes place at his iconic ass fucking house. He even seems to be in charge of making sure Tatum is isolated from the party so she can be their next victim alone in the garage.
Hey, grab another beer, would you?
Am I the beer wench?
That way Billy can be waiting for her, knife in hand and Ghostface costume on already. It can't be easy to slip in and out of that thing so fast, I mean, right? I remember when we were shooting Red Right Hand, it took me like 5 or 6 minutes to get into the full garb. When Tatum and Ghostface are fighting too, we even hear a few grunts come out of old Ghosty that sound a lot more like Billy than Stu. I think the logic says that this is Billy underneath the mask here, but I will say this scene is very Stu coded. The more I watch this kill, the goofier it becomes to me, and that just kind of fits Stu in terms of vibes a little more. I mean, outside of the slapstick flip and the goofy squish sound, I've always found it hilarious that Ghostface looks at the garage door in disbelief, like he can't believe that was just barely strong enough to lift and then crush a human being. He also slips back into the party like Homer into that bush.
Oh, okay.
I think with all of that alone, you could argue that this was Stu underneath the mask, but logically, I think it points to Billy more. There's no doubt that these two wanted to kill their girlfriends, and not just because Randy thematically introduces that whole idea earlier on at the video store.
Why would he want to kill his own girlfriend?
There's always some stupid bullshit reason to kill your girlfriend.
It also seems like the pair went after each other's love interests, almost like it was some sort of fucked up sport. Another element that kind of proves this is that Stu and Billy have different methods of killing. Billy scores the more slow and methodical deaths of the film, even getting a little artsy like Michael Myers. I personally believe he was the Ghostface that killed Casey in the opening, stringing her up in a tree afterwards as a showcase of brutality. He even does the same thing to Principal Himbry, but on the football field. Contrary to Billy, Billy, Stu is more of a messy killer, looking to score lots of blood in quick succession. He even talks about this during the fountain scene.
You take a knife and you slit him from groin to sternum.
That lines up perfectly with the attack at Sydney's house a little later on in the film. I think this was Stu so Billy could be on the phone with her while Stu awkwardly waited in her closet for hours on end. This scene is also sloppy, which leads to Sydney eventually kicking this dude in the face and getting away. When Stu has her on the ground, however, it feels like it's about to be up close and personal, just like a lot of his other deaths. We can even see Stu gripping the knife with two hands, as he often does in a lot of the other scenes in which I think he's underneath the mask. So if Stu was going to kill Billy's girlfriend in that scene, I think Billy was going to return the favor to Stu here in the garage. Also, in the next scene after Tatum dies, we literally see Billy rush into the front door, out of breath and sweaty, going, "Brah!"
Oh, Billy, hey.
Admittedly, though, he does look sweaty throughout the entire film. He also gives a little nod to Stu in this scene as like an indicator to say, the job is done. She's dead.
Subtlety, Stu. You should look it up.
So to break this down in clearer terms here, I think the logic points to Billy being underneath the mask during this specific kill. Their shared motive of wanting to kill their girlfriends because of their misogynistic tendencies are also on full display throughout the entire film. Don't forget about Billy's motive and the awful shit he says about Sydney's mother.
That woman was a slutbag whore, flashed her shit all over town like she was Sharon Stone or something.
Sadly, I think both of these guys would have been sucked into the manosphere if they were around today. All of this started because of Billy's mommy issues and their resentment for Sydney's mother, where he probably should have been upset with his dad for cheating in the first place. Before we wrap up today's video, please make sure to like it and subscribe to this page for more updates on the most exciting horror projects. You can also listen to horror updates on Spotify while you're on the go. Also, the best way to support this channel is by becoming a patron on Patreon. Over there, you can find a ton of bonus content like reactions to various horror TV shows and movies. We're currently watching Dexter and Hannibal with multiple episodes going up there a week. No, what? Check it out by clicking on the link in the description below. One final plug and I'll shut the heck up. Please make sure to also check out my film channel, Human Egg Productions, where we're currently posting horror and comedy short films.
Hey, Daddy, I'm gonna rip your nutsack out of your asshole!
See? Full deadite. I'm gonna have to put you down, boy.
If you like slashers especially, check out the gory short I wrote and directed called Chicken Man. Thank you to everyone who supports all of my pages. So who do you think killed Tatum Riley in the original Scream, Billy or Stu? And no, it wasn't Roman or the never revealed second killer of Scream 3, Angelina Tyler. That's inchoate information, damn it! Thank you guys so much for watching, please subscribe, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.